your face in all the lights. And as the bass keep pounding on me, baby, I really wanna make you mine. I don't really care about love. I don't really care about happy ever afters. Something about you gives me hope. Something about you, yeah. When the sun goes down and the night skies fall.
Well, hello you guys, and welcome back. As y'all saw from the clip at the beginning of this video, we are going to get so much done. I would say today, but it was over the course of a few days. But I'm starting off right now in my kitchen on the floor, obviously, and I'm going to stain this wood because these are the shelves in Mark's office. And we're just doing them a light natural stain, but I wanted to go ahead and let the stain set for a little while before we put them up, which I'm not going to show putting them up in this video. It will probably be the next one because we have so much else going on in this video, including putting Kate's wallpaper up, which is probably the most exciting thing because it is just so fun and I cannot wait for y'all to see it.
Like two magnets, we are drawn to each other. You just know how to push all my buttons. Moved out of town and I erased your number, but still I find myself calling in the middle of the night, and there is nothing I can do. I am madly drawn to you. I know you feel the same. You got my heartstrings tangled up. You got my heart.
Those wire shelves that we took out in Mark's office left huge holes, so I had a lot of caulking to do. I wasn't too worried about the damage on the wall though, because we are going to paint and then we're putting some shelves right back up. So hopefully they'll cover some of these holes.
I try to fight you off, but it's so useless. You circle around me like the moon around the earth, always ending with a kiss. I'm clueless. We pretend that we don't really care at all, and there is nothing I can do. I am madly drawn to you. I know you feel the same. You got my heartstrings tangled up. You got my
If you watched my video from last week, I'm pretty much just picking right back up where I left off towards the end of that video in Mark's office and just removing any of the wire shelves that were left and filling in all these holes so I can get to painting. And speaking of painting, I just wanted to say something really quickly about the paint color. I know some people had some opinions in last week's video, and then I've gotten some opinions over on Instagram as well, and that's fine. You guys can always express your opinions. I'm totally good with that. But I just want to also say that we did pick the paint color. It wasn't chosen for us. Mark loves dark colors. If it was up to him, we would probably have the entire house painted, either like a dark brown or some kind of gray or black. It's what he loves, and we are well aware of the fact that darker colors could potentially make a room feel smaller. And we also know that this is a very small room. But with all that being said, we planned for this and we love the way that it's turning out, and it's what he wants, and it's just paint too. We can always change it on down the road if we end up not liking it. So that's a little background on why we chose this color. If you don't like it, that's okay. It's not a room that you really have to spend any time in, but we love it. So just had to say that real quick. I ended up painting his office pretty late into the evening. At this point, Mark was getting the kids in bed, and then once he came back down, I decided that I was going to take a little break, and we just relaxed and watched one of our shows. And I picked back up here the next morning. We had just had our groceries delivered, so we had stuff everywhere, and then just the general mess that's going on too. So I wanted to get everything put away, mostly just some pantry organization really quickly and get everything off the countertops.
Again, 'cause we had love enough, a bit of time, a bit of love. Now I'm dreaming of.
Is it weird that I actually enjoy breaking down boxes? There's something about it after I organize the pantry or anything for that matter and break everything down. I don't know if it's just the feeling of knowing they're about to get out of my house or just the fact that we're recycling them. I don't know what it is, but it's just something that I never dread doing. I did read a comment, I think maybe in my last video or the one before, that said all they used to do is just stomp on all of their boxes to flatten them, and I guess that is a way I kind of did that with the goldfish box. But another thing I really enjoy doing is rolling up all of my kitchen towels and cloths. I don't know, I know it's not necessary to do this, but it just looks so organized and it makes me feel so much happier.
Bright flashing by the street lights. Keep waiting till you've arrived. Let it unfold.
This drawer underneath my oven is something that I've wanted to tackle for a little while, just because I throw all of my flat pans and my cutting boards down here and they slide all around, and every time I open it I have trouble grabbing what I need. So I bought these little drawer organizer things from Walmart. It actually came with my Walmart delivery order, and I originally bought them for a different drawer, but they were too deep, so I used them in this drawer and it worked out perfectly. I just put my cutting boards on one side and all of my flat pans on the other side. And now I am moving on to this, you guys. It is so disgusting. I know I shared a little bit on Instagram, but I don't think I have really ever cleaned the inside of this. Like maybe wiped it down a couple small times, but I've never used any kind of sprays or anything. And what I ended up using did the trick. There did end up being like a few small black spots inside my oven, which I would love any recommendations if y'all know of anything that could get it off. But I just sprayed this and I let it sit for 3 hours and then moved on with cleaning the rest of the kitchen, and then I came back to it, which you will see how crazy it looks before and after. It is such a satisfying transformation, and I probably should have done it a little bit earlier. My gloves are back, which I'm so happy about. I know a couple of videos ago I mentioned how I reached into the sink. I think I grabbed a knife or something. It ended up cutting 2 of the fingers on the gloves, and they were just making my hands feel disgusting when I used them. And a sweet friend on here recommended that I turn the gloves inside out and patch them up with duct tape. I did that, and they're almost like brand new again. It's wonderful because I don't want to be going out to the store and getting more. I actually looked on Amazon and I did not see any with great reviews. I typically get all of my gloves from TJ Maxx, so I'm so happy. I love it when y'all send me recommendations, when you message me, even when you give me advice. As long as it's nice, I love hearing from y'all.
Spend your time with me. Looking for someone who can play though. Wanna hang with me. I'm not really looking for a friend, so spend your time with me. Looking for someone not afraid to give it all to me. Get next to me, get next to me. All that I want is to get next to you, get next to you. Not asking for much, but it feels like the two of us are golden or gold. You see, we'll do you good, so take a chance on me. It's magical when you are close, so get closer, babe. We'll do you good, cause I am golden, I'm golden. You're not really looking for a friend, so you're the top for me. Never thought that loving would be easy, but it's all for free. Won't cost a thing, so it's yours, worth the try. Oh, this is the real thing, I'm down if you're down, boy. Get next to me, get next to me. All that I want.
I don't know what y'all typically use in your ovens when you finally go to wipe off all this gunk, but I think I ended up ruining a few microfiber towels. Now, probably most of y'all just clean your ovens a little bit more frequently so you don't have all of this disgustingness, but for me, I ended up using several towels to get it done. But what I did was spray the Easy off. Like I said, I let it sit in there for about 3 hours. And when I came to wipe it down, I kind of was under the impression that I was just going to be able to come in here and wipe everything clean, like no scrubbing or anything. But that really wasn't the case. And I don't know if there's maybe a stronger Easy off that I didn't find, but it was still pretty gunky. And I actually ended up getting like an ice scraper, I think is what I'm using here. And even with that, there was still a good bit of gunk. So I went and got a Brillo pad, and I read on there if you can use them in your oven or not, because I didn't know, and it said it was safe for them. So I just kind of trusted that, and I used it, and truly that is what ended up scrubbing it clean. You'll see that here in a second. So it was like a mixture of a bunch of different things and some serious elbow grease.
It's magical when you are close, so get closer, babe. We'll do you good, cause I am gold, I'm golden.
Wait up, ain't got no time for that. I've stayed up, I was hoping that you would change your ways. Wake up, you blew your final chance. Make up, I'm trying but I cannot be mad at you. I don't know how you got me weak. I should leave this to give. Your body's calling me for real. My love's like an enemy. Stay awake till the morning. I hate when you leave me. I hate when I'm lonely. Yeah, cause you must trust me. I can never do you wrong. I take a bullet for you. If I lose you, I would not know what to do. I've fallen for you hopelessly. Hold on, I think I'm losing it. Come on, I'm telling you, I think we should slow it down.
Okay, so like I said earlier, not perfect, but isn't this a huge improvement? I was just happy with the glass alone. The inside has a couple more dark spots, but I'm not too worried about it. I was so happy. We are about to start in on Kate's wallpaper, and neither Mark nor I have ever done wallpaper, so it's a first for us, but the way they sent it, they did make it pretty easy. It tells you like which strip it is to put, so we're gonna start with this one right there, and hopefully this will turn out okay.
You told me they got me moving forward, and all the times that we disagreed just cut my respect deeper. I'm feeling that we are something really special when I look back on us. It's starting to sink in, don't want it to be misunderstood. Rolling in the deep, don't want to break this. 'Cause you must trust me, I can never do you wrong. I'll take a bullet for you. If I lose you, I would not know what to do. So baby, won't you trust me? 'Cause you must trust me, I can never do you wrong. I'll take a bullet for you. If I lose you, I would not know what to do. I'm falling for you hopelessly.
We both said some awful words, and I know that we both got hurt. But I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you.
I feel like it would not be right of me to just play all of these sped up clips of me putting wallpaper up, and it looks like it's such an easy thing to do and that everything just happens so seamlessly, when that is truly not the case. I, on the second strip of wallpaper, had a borderline almost mental breakdown because it was starting to gather up and causing little creases and lines, and I didn't know how to fix it, and there was no turning back really, because once you peel back up the wallpaper, even though it's peel and stick, it stretches. So don't be fooled by all of this that looks like it's happening so easily. I promise you there were some very stressful moments, and honestly, I had a huge mess up at the end. One of these days, I'll probably show it to y'all. For now, I'm just going to let it hide there in the corner. But I ended up having to cut the wallpaper, turn it upside down, and just make it work. So I just want to tell y'all that if you're attempting to do wallpaper and somebody tells you it's super easy, I don't think it is. I think that's crazy that people think it's easy to hang wallpaper. Mark and I actually contemplated painting this onto the wall, which I have now known. A friend told me that somebody else on Instagram painted this pattern on their wall. I had no idea, which is so cool. But looking back, I truly think it would have been easier to paint this on the wall than to put up the wallpaper. But in all seriousness, I am so happy that we did it, and I'm glad that I learned something new. Even though I didn't do it perfectly, I finished it, and overall, when you're looking at it, you would never know that I had some serious hiccups along the way.
Feels like we're fading out, I'm losing you. Can't we try again? Don't let this go to waste. Feels like we're fading out, I'm losing you. Oh, can't we try again? Don't let this go to waste.
Okay, the wallpaper is all the way up. It's the next morning, and I told y'all I had not done it before, so I'm not an expert, and honestly, I don't think our ceilings are perfectly straight either, but you can see there's a little bit of a gap right there, and that's obviously not cute. So I got some of this, what's it called? Trim from Home Depot. We're gonna just put it all along the top, and then eventually we might just trim out the whole room, but for now we're just gonna do this wall.
I once felt I'm done with the defense. Drove back and climbed over your fence. Had to show you that I was a mess. So you were shrugging your shoulders, some closed off. That's what I told you. Soon enough, everything started to change. 'Cause there's no going back, no going back. There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past.
I ended up having to get 3 pieces of the trim because our wall is, I think, between 15 and 16 feet long, and those trim pieces were 7 feet each. So I just wanted to make it like a more seamless look along the ceiling. So I'm caulking here, I'm caulking in all the nail holes, and then in between the trim and the ceiling too. I've noticed that helps so much with the look of everything, and it's just such a cheap fix too.
Felt like nothing could stop us. Sunsets, remember the colors.
And now I'm also trading out the curtains. So these blue ones were in here when this was Max's room, and I felt like they definitely darkened the room up. Kate doesn't really require any curtains that block out light because she's such a good sleeper. So I found these gray curtains. They're actually the same kind that are in the boys' room too, but they match with the wall, and I feel like they look really good. I'm doing this window now, and I'm going to do the other one in just a second. And also, this nightstand that she has is old. We've had it for a very long time. It used to be in Mark's and my room way back when, in our master bedroom in our last house, and then we painted it for the girls' last bedroom, and now it's working out really well here in Kate's room because her room is so colorful. But I wanted to trade out these knobs for some gold knobs. I just think it would be a prettier color to have on the front of this, but then I noticed as I was doing this that I was going to have to do some paint touch-ups because there's some chips along the top of the paint and then where I took off the old knobs and put the new ones on. So I'm going to touch up the paint here in a second too. I probably should have touched up the paint before I put the new knobs back on, but y'all will notice I tend to do things backwards and just the wrong way in general, but it gets done and it ends up looking okay, so you know, who cares?
There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past. We're over that. I'm feeling it tonight. We're riding on the dizzying heights. Oh, I'm standing on the dizzying heights. Oh, we're standing on the dizzying heights. Oh, we're standing on the dizzying heights. Standing on the dizzying heights. Everything's so much better. Riding high on your river, you and I, we're climbing way together. Standing on dizzying heights. Everything's so much better. Riding high on your river, you and I, we're climbing way together. Standing on the dizzying heights.
I don't want nobody stabbing me with love. Don't wanna waste no time getting my feelings hurt. I believe in those things we don't know much of. There's just so much to
I'm actually going to move this shelf out of Kate's room. It was in here when it was Max's room, but she has so many big pieces of furniture. It's just not necessary in here anymore. And we were actually looking for something to help us organize our towels and washcloths and just random things downstairs in our closet. And I think I know the perfect corner that this will fit into. So Mark and I are just going to move it downstairs, and I will show y'all in the next video how I'm going to get everything organized on here.
no planning, no stress, and no work, no trying to fix what we have. Just go, go, go to the deepest day. I never got to let loose, hanging out with you. You tossed and you turned our love into a stiff statue. My brain was having enough, like my thoughts just stopped. Now all I think of is leaving this bad old spot. just wanna go, go, go to the deep end. I just wanna go, go, go to the deepest end. No planning, no stress, and no work, no trying to fix what we have. Just go, go, go to the deepest end. I can't forget what you've done. The way you act won't take me back. Just go, go, go. Go, go, go. Yeah, I can't forget what you've done. The way you act won't take me back. Just go, go, go. Go, go. 'Cause I just wanna go, go, go to the deep end. I just wanna go, go, go to the deepest end. No planning, no stress, and no work, no trying to fix what we have. Just go, go, go to the deepest end. Go, go, go. Go, go, go.
Okay, I think I'm gonna call it a day in here for now. I cannot believe how much progress we have made on this room in less than 24 hours, but this comforter is something that they've had for a while, so it's not permanent in here. We're gonna try to find something different, but for now, I mean, the colors kind of go with it. I just grabbed some temporary pillows too, but I love the way that the crown molding turned out, and there's still a huge mess right here, as you can see. The dresser's gonna go against this wall, but for now, I'm calling this a win that we have gotten this much done. Her vanity's probably gonna stay right here, but I did order some lockers to go right here from Wayfair. They were on sale, super affordable. They're white, and I think they're gonna be so cute, and I think I'm gonna do a plant next to it. So anyways, I'm gonna let that paint dry and then put the lamp on top of it, but I think it's looking so fun so far, and there's still more that we're gonna do in here, but this is how it looks for now.
Doesn't matter what they say, doesn't really matter what they do. Baby, got me breathing now.
So I got the food all put away the day before in the pantry, but I never ended up finishing the drinks. So I just wanted to get that done really quickly so I could vacuum out the pantry too and then be officially done for at least a couple days, you know. But it always makes me so happy when these drinks are organized on the bottom shelf. I do not like soft drinks unless they come out of the fridge. They have to be cold. So we kind of have like a rotation system where we keep some in the pantry, and then when our fridge stock is running low, we fill that up. That's just kind of how I do things. But I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I love how I know that y'all are always there for me, and I love seeing even more now how y'all are there for each other too in the comment section. So thanks for just being the best of the best, for always being here and being so supportive. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye guys.
Took my head out of the sand. We're all in it, better, better. Open your eyes, see the open sky. Don't you know? Shake whatever brings you down, all that ties you to the ground. 'Cause you're never alone.